versus Superman. And then Joker. Yeah! Whoa! Yo, guys, fears, audience, fears, coffee first. In my nice Rainforest Cafe mug. I haven't used it in a while. Ooh, that's good. That's good. What's going on, guys? Well, hope you're doing great. Hope you're doing awesome. I hope you're doing fantastic. Boy, have I got a hell of a show for you today. All right. But first of all, let's get all the updates out of the way. Time to check in with the old Fears weatherman. Let's open up the weather app on my computer. And here we go. Okay. In New York right now, it is 33 degrees. The highest it'll be in New York is 36. The lowest it'll be is 25. In Hull, England, it is 34 degrees, the highest 44, the lowest 33. In Orlando, it is 74 degrees, nice. Highest it'll be is 76, lowest it'll be is 52. In Los Angeles, it is 58 degrees right now. The highest it'll be is 59, the lowest it'll be is 43. In Wentzville, Missouri, it is 50 degrees. The highest it'll be is 52. The lowest it'll be is 32. In St. Louis, Missouri, it is 49 degrees. The highest it'll be is 49. And the lowest it'll be is 37. And in my town, it is 74 degrees. The highest it'll be today is 78. And the lowest it'll be is 50. So that's not too bad. Not too high, not too low. 74 is pretty good. 74 is pretty good. I got some bad news. I got some good news and I got some bad news. The good news is I'll probably be going to, I'm thinking about going to MegaCon for 3 days instead of 2 days. The bad news is, unfortunately, I am unable to go to Jeff's February convention. It was supposed to be the 7th and the 8th. But I found out from Jeff last night that it's only supposed to be on the 8th. I think at first, he didn't tell me why. At first it was supposed to be a 2-day con, and now it's a 1-day con. So, I was going to, go to Jeff's 1 day and then go to MegaCon for 2 days. But since I can't go on the 7th, I think I'm going to go to MegaCon the 7th, the 8th, and the 9th. I think. So 3 days. 3 days. That's what I'm thinking. And the next one I'm going to go to probably is either February 23rd, Space Coast Collectors Fest, or West Palm Beach. One of those. So far, the only one I've went to is, I believe, Florida Extravaganza. That's it. I had to miss this and this because of work. And then these were ages away. Ages away. So I'll get to one of Jeff's shows eventually. So, Jeff, I'm really sorry. I did talk to Jeff last night. He understood. He goes, "Is this your first time going to MegaCon?" And I said, "Absolutely." So, I'm thinking about going for 3 days. So, we'll see. I haven't bought my tickets yet, but still plenty of time. I'm going to buy them soon. I've just been kind of busy. I have been working on the vlogs, so something very soon. I'll be honest, I just haven't been in the editing mood. The last couple of weeks have been kind of trying. I put on a happy face for you guys, but, I've been depressed the last couple of weeks, but, things seem to be quieting down. Things seem to be getting better, and hopefully we're back off to a good start, because this year started on a good note, and then a whole bunch of crap happened, a couple weeks ago. I don't want to go into it. You guys know what happened. I know what happened. I'm not gonna bring it. I'm not gonna talk about it. Besides just this little thing, but that's what's been on my nerves. That's what's been on my mind. I've just been kind of depressed, and whenever I'm depressed, I don't do best at my editing. So yeah, I did order some new movies off the list, so that's coming. And then speaking of fan mail, I got 3 things of fan mail coming. One coming from Dman. One coming from Walter. Walter told me he's going to send me something. And then Vision said he's going to send me something. But guess what came in today? D-Man sent me, oh yeah, from D-Man right there. I had to block out his address. But, a little bit of an unboxing. And speaking of fan mail, if you want to send Fears fan mail, send it right here. John Fears, 16745 Cagans Crossing Boulevard, STE 102B, PMB 40, Claremont, Florida 34714. Yeah! And I will do an unboxing. I will read your mail in a video or a live stream. So there we are. I'll just put this right here just for the moment. So we're going to be doing an unboxing. So I'm very excited. I'm very excited. I haven't had any big fan mail in quite a while since Christmas, since when Larry and his all of his work associates sent me a very nice Christmas card, which was very nice. So yeah. Anyway, today's topics, we're going to review 3 movies. Not 1, not 2, but 3. Here's the 3 movies. The Terminator. Batman. That's why you can see I put all the Batman. And then finally, I finally finished Mad Max. Finally. I finally finished it. So finally. So we're going to do those 3 reviews. Then we're going to do the unboxing. And then I got 2 top 10 lists for you. And then that's all I got for you guys today. So yeah. Anyway. So let's see. What else? Like I said, I'm very excited for MegaCon. I think Clint Howard. I think Clint Howard's the only one that I'm going to get an autograph. He's been in a lot of things. So many horror movies. So many of his brother's movies, Ron Howard. And he's done so much Star Trek. He did 4 or 5 episodes of the original Star Trek. He did 2 episodes of Star Trek Deep Space Nine, I believe. He did... what was the other thing? I think he was in Star Trek, either Discovery or Star Trek Picard. I can't remember. He's in one of them, but he's done a lot. He's done a lot in Star Trek. Anyway, so without further ado's, let's open up the chat. I cannot believe we're 2 days away from February. So February, I'm going to start putting all Valentine's Day thumbnails. Except for February 2nd, I'll put a Groundhog's Day thumbnail. Because really, January, I had to kind of pick and choose because there's not really a lot of holidays. Really, the only big one is Martin Luther King Day, which I did put a thumbnail on for Martin Luther King. But February will be all Valentine's Day thumbnails except for February 2nd, because that's another holiday. So there we are. And then March is going to be a lot of like Easter and St. Patrick's Day, stuff like that, and so on and so forth, and all that hoopla. All right, let's open up the chat here. There we go. Except for there we go. Yo, Visions, what's up? He says, yo, I just checked the tracking again. It still hasn't moved, and I sent it on the 21st. Not a problem. Not a problem. It should be on the way. It should be. I'll keep a lookout for it. Hero says, yo, 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 yo. Anyway, big shout out to Dman for sending me this fan mail. And I think we need to start things off with a bang and just do the Dman unboxing. So here we go. I'm just going to push you guys back just a tad. Anyway. I know, MegaCon is right around the corner, buddy. I'm excited. I'm really excited. I can't wait. I'll probably hang out with you Saturday, and then I don't know, how many days are you going, heroes? I'm thinking about either 2 days or 3 days. One of those days I'm just going to hang out by myself. Another day I'm going to hang out with heroes on Saturday. So I'm looking forward to it. All right. Got my old trusty MacGyver knife. Time for the Dman unboxing. Oh, yeah. I don't even know what this is. Dman did not give me any hints. Yo, Chicken Wizard, what's up? He says, thanks for showing love on my post, buddy. Hey, no worries. I saw that you posted that, Chicken Wizard, and I was like, dude, that's very cool. Was it like a big concert you went to? I'm just curious. But I saw those pictures. I saw those pictures you posted. Looked like a kick-ass concert, buddy. So, yeah. Chicken Wizard says, I hope you're having a good day. I'm having a pretty good day. Zigzag says hello. Well, what's up, Zigzag? All right, let's do this. Okay. There we are. And then, oh, it's this way. So this should just lift up. Yo, D-Man, what's up? Hey, man. Thanks so much for the unboxing. Don't worry, D-Man. I don't show anyone's address. I blocked it out. I left your name, though, so everyone would know who sent it. D-Man, I scratched it out. Everybody knows this. This is my P.O. box. I don't have to worry about this. And then I scratched this out. So we're all good. But D-Man, thanks so much. I appreciate it. Whatever it is. And D-Man told me in Twitter messages that some of this is for me and some of this is for Randall. So I don't know what's for me and what's for Randall, but I'm sure I'll find out pretty quickly. So let me just back you guys up just a little bit. All right, let's see here. Let me just lift this up. Oh, wait. There's still tape on it. Hang on. I thought I got it all. There. There we go. All right, now we're good. Ah! All right. Okay. I'll do it like this. Let's see. Oh! I did not know that Zigzag is Mrs. D-Man. Well, nice to meet you, Mrs. D-Man. Mrs. D-Man? Oh, my gosh. A lot of Mrs. in the chat. Mrs. Visions. Mrs. D-Man. Oh, nice. Nice. Well, nice to meet you, Mrs. D-Man. You be sure to keep D-Man in check, you know? Don't let him throw all that dirty underwear all over the fucking house and all those candy wrappers all over the floor. What the hell, D-Man? I'm just joking. I'm just playing around. I'm just playing around. I'm just joking. All right. But very nice to meet you. Very nice to meet you. Let's see. Zigzag is Mrs. D-Man. She also boxed them. All right. Well, thank you so much. All right. Lots of bubble wrap. Bubble wrap. Oh. Okay. There's a picture frame. Oh, wow. So much bubble wrap. Okay. All right, let's see here. Oh! Cameo Man 2021, an official play button. Hell yeah. That's awesome. Way to go. That's awesome. Oh my lord. This is fucking great. Oh my god. Fears Man. Hell yeah. Oh my lord. Well, this is going to go up on the wall with all my other play buttons. Well, thank you so much. This is awesome. An updated play button. Hell yeah. That's awesome. Well, I will make sure Randy gets his, and I'm going to put mine on the wall. I ran out of hooks. So tomorrow I'm going to go to the store, and I'm going to buy some hooks, Dman, and I'm going to put this bad boy up on the wall. Hell yeah. That's awesome. I love it. That is really amazing. I love it. That is very cool. Thank you so much. And I'm going to take a picture of this and I'll send it to Randall. I'm sure Randall appreciates it. I will make sure that Randall gets it. Oh, yeah. That's awesome. That's very cool. I will make sure Randall gets it. I will make sure Randall gets it. Well, thank you very much. I love it. I love it. Actually, I don't want these to fall, so I'm going to put them back in here. Because no one fears his luck. I'll be talking and going nuts, and then they'll fall off and break. So I'm just going to put these back in the box because I don't want them to break. I don't want these to break. But, Dman, that was very nice. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. That was very nice of you. I love them. I love it. Thank you so much. That was very nice. That was very nice. I loved it, man. Because D-Man did not give me any hints. He was like, Fears, you're not getting nothing. And I was like, all right, fair enough. And I tried, but he was like, nothing, nada, zero. And I was like, all right, buddy. I said, I'll be surprised. I loved it. D-Man, thank you very much. And thank you very much to Mrs. D-Man for boxing them. So, D-Man, I got a question. Where did you have those made? Did you have them made off of, like, Etsy, or did you have them made off of eBay? I'm just curious. Those look very cool. Very cool. Very, 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 very cool. Let's see. Put it above the pile of DVDs on the wall. Well, I can't put it there because eventually another one of these shelves is going to go right here, so it would cover it. I'm going to put it over here with all the other play buttons on the wall. I'm going to hang it somewhere by those play buttons. So here, I'll show you. I'm going to put it over here. I'm going to put it right over here. Once I take the tree down, I'm probably going to put it right here. I'm going to put it right in that space right here because there's one play button. There's the other play button. So I'm either going to take Fears Man and move him over here and put the play button right there, or put the play button right here. So I'm either going to move that over there and put the play button there, or vice versa. But it's going to go on that wall. It's definitely going to go on that wall. That's awesome. That's very, 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 very cool. Very generous of you, D-Man. Thank you very much. I love it. I love it. That was a very nice surprise. All right, let me catch up with the chat here. Let's see here. Zigzag says hello. D-Man says hello. Zigzag is Mrs. D-Man. Well, what's up, Mrs. D-Man? D-Man says LOL. I'm glad you like it. Oh, I don't just like it, D-Man. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much. N4 says, very cool, D-Man. Thanks, N4. Vision says, shout out to D-Man. Yes, everybody shout D-Man and Mrs. D-Man in the chat. And there we are. I appreciate that. D-Man says, hello, Visions. And Vision says, and Zigzag. Zigzag says, you're welcome. Yes, I appreciate it. Thank you. Shout out to Visions and D-Man and Zigzag and John Fierce. Well, thank you, N4. I appreciate that. Shout out to you. Let's see. Mrs. D-Man has a lady friend who makes them. That's awesome. That's awesome because the detail on it looked amazing. So, pretty cool. Pretty damn cool. Oh, yeah. There was a lot of bubble wrap. I don't know. Is it the bubble wrap that you can pop? Now, bubble wrap that you can't pop. That's all right. That's okay. BUNG! There it is. There it is. There it is. She did a great job. Worth the money for sure. Oh, definitely worth the money for sure, my friend. Definitely worth the money for sure. They look amazing. So, shout out to Mrs. D-Man's friend that makes them. Hell yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Shout out to N4. That's right. That's right. Well, shout out to everybody in the chat. And thank you so much, not only to D-Man, but shout out to every loving and loyal fan. I appreciate it. D-Man, this definitely boosted Fears' spirits. Because I've been kind of depressed the last couple of weeks with all the crazy hoopla going on. I mean, you've seen it. Not only D-Man's seen it. Getting catfished was humiliating. And then drinking a lot and all that bullshit. I learned very quickly you shouldn't drink to mask your problems, you know. I've just been so bummed with, like, I filled out like 50, 60 job apps and only like maybe one or two of them like called me back potentially for an interview. And I said, absolutely. Yeah, I'm interested in the job. Okay, we'll let you know. We'll let you know. Okay, well then let me know. That means emailing somebody back or calling somebody back. And they only gave me a call back and said, yeah, we're interested. We'll let you know. I'm like, okay. So I was depressed about that. And then, of course, I was depressed still not having a lady, and then catfishing didn't help. Some psychopath took weeks, months, however long they took to plan that. But finally, things seem to be calming down. So, thank God. Knock on wood. Because every time I say things seem to be calming down, they don't. But, knock on wood. Knock on wood. Things seem to be getting better. But, so that definitely helped out, D-Man. That definitely helped out a lot. So, it definitely boosted my spirits, and I loved it. I love my fans. I love my loving and loyal fans. I try to focus on you guys more than negative people. So, I really do appreciate it. And that was very nice of your wife to package them, and it was nice of your wife's friend to make them. Because you and Mrs. D-Man, purchased it. So, I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. So, yeah. Chicken Wizard says, is D-Man the one who has the John Fierce squirrel? Oh, yeah, that's all D-Man. Hello, John Fierce. Are you enjoying those acorns, John Fierce? Are they scrumptious acorns, John Fierce? I fucking love the squirrel videos. The squirrel videos are, don't get me wrong, D-Man. You and your wife have a beautiful garden. D-Man and his wife loves to garden, and he's got a bunch of gardening videos on his YouTube channel. Don't get me wrong. I'm all about gardening as much as the next man. But those squirrel videos is where it's at, man. We need more squirrel videos. The squirrel videos are going nuts. I love the squirrel videos. And Chicken Wizard, it's not just me. He makes squirrel videos for everybody. Like Randy has a squirrel up in the tree, gnawing on nuts, you know. Fierce Man is collecting acorns. Sega's been up in the tree, you know, making little squirrel noises. Everybody. So hell yeah. Anyway. Oh, man. But hell yeah. So I'm looking forward to those squirrel videos. We need some more squirrel videos. So yeah. Well, I was N4. I didn't do a lot of drinking, but I got drunk like 3 days out of a week. Not all week, like how Yakov claimed. But no, just 3 days. So yeah. Yes, D-Man has the squirrel. Well, it's not just the squirrel. It's not just one squirrel. It's a lot of squirrels. It's like in D-Man's videos, sometimes it's 2 squirrels. Sometimes it's 1. Sometimes it's 3. And D-Man, I presume it's in your backyard because every time you make a squirrel video, it's always up in a tree. And then your garden... your garden from the garden videos is close by. So I presume it's either the side yard or your backyard. And they just live in that. They live in that tree. They have little squirrel adventures. Hell yeah. So that's what I'm talking about. I did not have 2 girls last time, N4. The last time I dated a girl, I had 1 girl. I don't know. I don't know what you're on about. I don't know what you're talking about. 1 girl. Not 2 girls. 1 girl. Let's see. Zigzag says, now he likes Pop-Tarts, and there's 5 of them. 5 of them! See, that's what I'm talking about. 5. 5 of them. Okay, so front yard. So, the squirrel in the tree is the front yard, and then where you guys do your gardening is in the back. Okay. Alright. I got it. Yeah. But, so he doesn't like he doesn't like corn anymore? Oh no! Oh wow! Well, D-Man, you're gonna have to make a new video. I've never seen the squirrels eat Pop-Tarts, so we got to get on that. Because I've seen them eat acorns, you know, in your videos. I've seen them eat corn, because you'll toss them corn, or you'll place a piece of corn in the tree or whatever. But I've never seen them eat Pop-Tarts. These are new video ideas. We got to get rolling. But I'm stoked about these, man. These are awesome. I got to call Randall right now. I hope to God Randall is awake. Because if I can get Randall on the call, I'm just going to show him right now. So let me call Randall. I haven't heard from him all day. He may be asleep. He may be hanging out with his mom. I don't know what he's doing, but let me see if I can try to get him on a call. I'm going to try to call him on Facebook. If not, I'll call Sega and see how he's been doing. I haven't talked to Sega in a minute. Sega said he's been sick too. Sega said he had a cold, so you know the flu's going around. I still have a little bit of a cough, but my runny nose, it's pretty much almost all gone. Thank God for that. Knock on wood. All right, let's see if Randy's on. I don't know if Randy's gonna pick up. Oh, come on, Randy. Well, D-Man, if Randy doesn't pick up, I'm gonna send him a picture, and after MegaCon, I'm gonna go visit Randy, and I'll be sure I'll deliver it to him. So hell yeah. So then Randy can make a video or a live stream and thank you. But on Randy's behalf, I know Randy's gonna like it, and I know Randy will say thank you when he can. I don't think Randy's online, because normally Randy would have picked up by now. Let me call Sega. Let's see here. Good old Sega Camp Gamer. Good old Sega. Oh, I don't think Sega's online either. Well, I tried. I tried. Sega! No, he's not online. He's not online. Well, I tried. Maybe I'll try Sega in a little bit. Maybe he'll come back. Let's see. Anyway. Pop-Tarts, though. Pop-Tarts. I would love to see a squirrel eat a Pop-Tart. Now, which kind? Zigzag. Which kind of Pop-Tart? The cherry kind? The blueberry kind? Which type of Pop-Tart are we talking about? I like any, but my favorite, I like the blueberry. I like the blueberry Pop-Tarts. Those are probably my favorite. Then the cherry, and then now they have apple cinnamon. I like those. And then they have the plain ones. So yeah. Oh, strawberry. Oh, nice. Nice. Strawberry Pop-Tarts. Visions, by the way. I finally finished it. Finally. And you and Walter were not kidding. This is fucking great. Talk about explosion after explosion after explosion. That's an understatement. I mean, it was going nuts. Definitely this one, out of all the Mad Max series so far, I haven't seen Furiosa yet, has the most explosions. You know? So, when I get to it, buddy, look out for a good review. Now these I've seen before, but I haven't rated them yet on my movie app. So sometimes you have to watch movies over again and then you have to rate them, because I think once you rate them, it puts the thumbnail of the movie in, and it keeps a tally of how many movies that you watch throughout your life. If you guys have not downloaded the app Letterboxd, you have to. It's fucking amazing. It keeps track of how many movies you watch. You can rate them. You can give it like 1 being the worst film and 5 being the best film you've ever seen. So I haven't rated these yet, but before I go to work tonight, I will definitely rate them. Because I've never tried to re-rate something. I don't think... can you re-rate something, Visions? Because I've never re-rated another... Like, once a film is in, then I move on to the next film. I've never tried to re-rate something and do it again. I don't know if you can. I don't know. I don't see why you couldn't, but I don't want to. I want to keep a track of every single different movie I watch and put in there. So, we'll find out. I should try one day. I should try and be like, hey, I've already watched this movie, but let me try to re-rate it. I don't know if it doesn't allow you to or whatever, you know, so. Because tonight, I'm going to, I already put this in. My my letterbox. I saw this in the theater, and then right after I got out of the theater, I rated it in my letterbox. But I haven't watched any of the bonus features on here. So tonight, I'm gonna watch the bonus features. So this one doesn't really count. I'll review it again tomorrow, but I'm not gonna re-watch it because I've already watched it in the theaters. So, but I'm going to watch a shit ton of bonus features tonight before work. So tonight's watches are... You know what? I might as well just watch it again. I'll watch it again. So I'm going to watch this. And then War for the Planet of the Apes. And if I get time, I'll watch a third one. But these two for sure. I'm going to start with this, because I already watched all the bonus features off of this. I watched all the bonus features, I just haven't watched the movie. And then I've already seen the movie, but I haven't watched the bonus features. So, these are the 2 watches for tonight, my friends. Oh yeah. As you can tell, I still got the Lego build here. I hope everybody enjoyed that Lego build, my friends. It was a pretty good build. All right. Time for a top 10. Here we go. Vision says, I'm not positive, but I bet you can re-rate it. Okay. See, like, one half of me wants to re-rate something. Like, I recently re-watched something, and I was like, you know what? I kind of gave it like a medium review. The second time around, I watched it, and I was like, I'm like, if I can, I'm going to give it a better review. You know, like, I'm not going to change what I wrote about it. I just want to, like, change 1 through 5. I think I gave it like a 3. It needs to be at least a 4 or a 5. The other movie that I watched, and I got it written down. But yeah. So if I can re-rate something, I'm going to re-rate it. But as a normal, I'm going to keep going. So then at the end of my life, I can look and go, oh, Fears had this many movies. This is how many movies Fears watched. So we'll see how many I can get through, because it keeps a tally of how many movies you watch per year, and then how many movies you watch in your lifetime. So that's pretty cool. Even though I don't get along with the guy that showed it to me, thank God he showed me that movie app, because I fucking love that movie app. Where's my pen? I had my pen. Did I lose my pen? Oh, there it is. Okay. Anyway, one more time, big shout out to Dman and his Mrs. Dman. You guys are great. Hopefully one day I get to meet you, Dman and Mrs. Dman. That was very generous of you. I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for that play button. Because I'll be honest, Fears is a realist. I love you guys, but I seriously doubt I'll get to 100,000. No matter how hard I try. I would love. I'm the first one, Scout's Honor, and I am a Boy Scout, or I was a Boy Scout. I'm the first one to say, hey, if Fears ever got to 100,000, I'd be jumping off rooftops. But it takes a lot to get to 100,000. I'm almost to 3,000, and that took me years to get to 3,000, you know? I'm not even there yet. I'm so close. The last time, let's see, let me look at my sub count. I'm close, though. I'm close. On Fearsman 26, I'm only a couple hundred away. I'm at 2,766. So I gained a couple of subs going to that convention. Then on Fears Vlogs, I got a lot of work to do. You would think I have more subs on that, because I make more content on Fears Vlogs. I only save like my best projects for Fearsman 26. My best edited ones that I'm really proud of. And on Fears Vlogs, I've got 1,588. So I'm so close. I'm so close to 2,000 on the main. I'm so close to 2,000 on the vlog channel, and I'm even closer to 3,000 on the main channel. So we're getting there. So it's very nice to have those play buttons, because even though, I'll be honest, D-Man, even though they're not real play buttons, they're real to me, because one, I got them from a fan and a friend. D-Man's been watching me forever. I mean, I think since the very beginning, right, D-Man? Well, no, not since the very beginning. I think there's a lady in the chat called Just a Mom, and she's been watching. She found me when I was at film school, when I created my Fearsman 26, either in my junior year of college or senior. I can't remember when I created my channel. It was either at the end of my junior year in college or at the beginning of my senior year. Because my senior year, they called me up and said, Fears, you've got all your credits for school. You can do whatever you want for the so technically I didn't have to show up to class senior year. I was so ahead of the game. They said, you got all your credits. And I said, can I just take extra credit courses in case I ever want to go back and get my master's? And they're like, yeah. They're like, you're already done. You don't have to show up until, July, whenever you do your whenever we do your graduation. And so I called my mom and my dad. I said, Dad, I've got everything. My dad's like, take all the extra courses you want. He goes, not that I'm saying you need to go get your master's, but you never know. And I said, can I take whatever I want? He goes, yeah, you're done. You can take whatever. So I took every art class that my college had. I took a bunch of painting classes. And all senior year, I was just fucking doodling. I was drawing little pictures of Fears, man. I was painting little paintings and shit. I was having a ball. I was editing little video projects like on the weekends. I did whatever the fuck I wanted. It was great. I loved it. Because I worked my ass off freshman year through junior year. So I could goof off a little bit in senior year. So, hell yeah. I think really the only thing I did my senior year was our senior project where we worked on that 5150. That was like the only thing I had to do besides all my art classes. Because I remember they saved the senior project for the last couple of months, and we worked on that for months on end. Randall did like an abandoned mine shaft short film. We did like an action-adventure cop like sci-fi thriller where a murderer was like killing people and taking their organs out of their bodies and selling their organs on the black market for like money or some shit. And we called it 5150. And I've still got all the footage. I just haven't edited it yet. My version. Because I left the script in Missouri. I need to grab it and edit it. I kind of remember how the script goes in my head. But I would love for you guys to see it. I have the trailers up on my YouTube channel on the main one. So yeah. So we're almost there. I mean, we're getting there. We're making progress. I mean, I'm almost at 3,000 on the main channel and almost at 2,000 on the. And then thank God TikTok didn't vanish because I've got more subs on TikTok than combined both my YouTube channels. I have like 8,405 or something like that the last time I looked. So if you add all that up, if you add all my channels up, that's well over 10,000 fans, which is a shitload. If you add them all up, if you add up all my TikTok fans, all my Fears Vlog fans, and all my FearsMan26 fans, it's around 9,000, 10,000, something like that. It's a lot. And I appreciate each and every one of you guys. So, Dman, I think you've been there since right before. I think you found me right before Raz found me. Because Raz found me with that Golden Corral video that me and Jonathan were just doing a vlog at Golden Corral. And we were just goofing off. And, yeah. So, you definitely have been around for a while, my friend. But I appreciate those play buttons. Because that means a lot to me. That means that you love my work. You enjoy my work. You love coming every day and checking out my work. And that strives, that play button strives me to continue on to get an actual real play button. You know, I may never get it. I probably never will, but it strives me to keep going. You know, because all the great people in history, if they just gave up, you know, if Thomas Edison gave up, he'd be like, oh, fuck it. This light bulb idea, yeah, this is never going to work. Fuck it. I'm done. I quit. Well, we wouldn't have that light up there if he would have just said, oh, fuck light. You know, I'm done. It's over. Over and out. Alexander Graham Bell, you know, hello. We wouldn't have any cell phones because he was the guy that invented the telephone. So there it is. There it is. Randall one time asked me, Fears, if you did get like 100,000 subs or 1 million or as many subs as like Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast has got like, I think he has like 1 billion, right? It's either 1 million or hang on, let me look him up so that I can tell you guys. It's around, I know it's well over 1 million. Mr. Beast does these elaborate videos and he has all these buildings that are constructed. Like one time he did a video where he takes 2 strangers and he's like, I'll give you $1 million if you can survive in this man-made bunker underground for like 2 months or something like that. And I watched it, and these 2 people started off as friends, and then by the end of it, they fucking hated each other, but they got like $1 million each or some shit like that. So I want to see how many Mr. Beast has. Mr. Beast. Well, he definitely is a beast with the fucking subs. I'll tell you that much, because... Yeah, look at this. This is fucking insane. 352 million subs. Fucking hell, that's a lot. God damn. He's got his own clothing line. He's got his own, like, chocolate bar. I've had a Mr. Beast chocolate bar, and they're actually really good. Fucking hell, that's a lot. 352 million subs. That's fucking nuts. Holy crap. I'll be honest, I wouldn't know what to do with all those subs. But anyway, the reason why I looked up Mr. Beast is Randall said, Fears, if you had that many as Mr. Beast, like, what would you do? I said, I definitely would donate a lot to charity, Randall, because I like helping people. And I don't think any other YouTuber has done it. So I would want to do it. If they would allow me, because the more subs you get, the more opportunities you get. I know Fears would be scared shitless going up, but I would love to fly up into space and spend a couple of days on the International Space Station and fucking film a vlog at the International Space Station, because I've always been interested in space. Ever since I was a little kid, I always wanted to be an astronaut, and because we don't really know what the fuck is going on up there. We know a little bit about what's going on up there, but we need more information. We need more scientific research, and I always enjoyed every science class. I'm one of the rare people, when I went to school, I actually enjoyed school. Not every single subject, but the subjects I did enjoy, I paid attention and I got an A in. I always paid attention in science and in art class and PE and drama class, like all my theater plays and all my theater classes. And on all the other classes, I just kind of goofed off in. But yeah. But if I had an interest in it, I definitely got an A in it. So that was my question to Randall. I mean, that was my answer to, not question, that was my answer to Randall. I don't remember. I think Randall asked me that the last time we hung out, when we were driving to the con, I think. It was either driving to the con or driving back from the con. He was like, Fears, can you imagine having that many subs? And I was like, not really, Randall. I said, I can't imagine having that many as like Roman Atwood or Casey Neistat or Mr. Beast or all that shit, you know? But I said, if I did, I said I wouldn't waste it, Randall. I said I would donate a lot to charity, and I would film it and make a whole bunch of people happy, because there needs to be more helping people out in this world than like negativity. And I said, if they would allow me, like, if I could somehow contact, like, NASA, I'd be like, dude, first YouTuber in space, Fears! That would be fucking cool. I would be scared shitless, but I would fucking do it. I would just be sitting on pins and needles until I got the fuck up there. I'd be like, oh, shit! But as soon as I got up there, I'd probably be fine. But getting up there, I would be, like, screaming my head off. Like, oh, fuck me! It would be nuts. It would be nuts. All right. Let's see. What do we want to do next? But yeah, Dman, you've been around for a while, and I appreciate your loving and loyal support, and I appreciate you, and I did not know that your wife was a fan. So shout out to Mrs. Dman. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But I appreciate all your loving and loyal support, my friend, over the years, and I appreciate the gift. I do appreciate it. Randall appreciates it. I'm going to call Randall tonight right after the stream and tell him what you got him. And that's if Randall's awake. Sometimes he naps during the day or helps his mom out or does whatever, you know, does his magic and all that crap. Don't worry, I'll get a hold of him. I will get a hold of him. Anyway, Walter, Visions, I will look out for your stuff. I'll keep a lookout. So, because when I was at the P.O. box today, I told the lady, I said, this one is from this fan. I said, I got 2 more types of packages coming. I said, I don't know if it's a letter. I don't know if it's a package, but I will look out for it, Visions, and I will look out for it, Walter. I don't think, the last time I talked to Walter, Walter said he hasn't sent it out yet, but he said he would sometime this week. So, Walter, I will look out for it. Visions, I will look out for it. I'll check the P.O. box probably in about 4 or 5 days. All right, let's do the top 10 Neca figures that I have. I love Neca. If you guys have never bought any Neca figures, they're so fucking detailed, man. Anytime I get like a Michael Myers or like a Jason Voorhees or the Predator or whatever, they're so fucking detailed. And I have way more than 10, so this is going to be hard. I've got some up there, I've got some over there, and I've got one on the table that I need to put back up on there. But I put him down there on the table for Christmas and Halloween, which, by the way, I'm going to start taking down all this Christmas and Halloween shit very soon. I'll probably take it down probably right after MegaCon, because then I can focus all on that. So, yeah. That's right, Visions. Neca. I think Neca has 1 C in it. Does it? Hang on. I don't think it has 2 C's. Let me look it up. Because if I misspelt it, I'm going to have to change the, let's see. Neca figure. Let's see here. Okay, I got it right. Ooh, nice. I haven't went to Neca.com in a while. Oh, they got American Werewolf in London figures. Oh, that's fucking awesome. Then they have, whatever that nerdy scientist guy on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, Secret of the Ooze. You know, he had, like, the orange jumpsuit with the massive bow tie and the dorky glasses. That'd be cool to get. That would be a good one. They got Megan from, I put Megan up there, the Megan movie, which that was a pretty good movie. I enjoyed that one. They got Splinter, Alien, Shred, the Shred dude. Oh, they got Lurch from the Addams Family. Dun-dun-dun-dun. They got Leatherface. Well, he's always been on the Neca website. Frankenstein, the Mummy. They got some good ones. I haven't bought anything off the Neca website. Normally, I buy all these Neca figures at conventions. Or at Walmart. So, yeah. I'm checking the website out now, though. Pretty good shit. I gotta say. Pretty awesome. Chicken Wizard says, "What's up, my Neca?" I know what you're trying to do. Neca. Not the other word. Neca. Don't even go there. I know exactly what you and Visions are up to. You guys cannot pull a fast one on Fears. I know exactly what you're trying to do. Vision says, "Oh, I probably spelt it wrong." You definitely spelt it wrong. I know what you guys are doing. You will not get me to say that word. I know exactly what you guys are trying to do. I thought it was funny. I thought it was hilarious. If I said that word, ho, 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 the troll videos would be flowing. Oh, my God. But you'll never get me to say that word. All right. So, top 10 Neca figures I have. I've got a lot of figures. They're really cool. Some of them I bought. They've got some from FYE in the mall, and I have not been there in ages because I already have enough movies. I haven't went and bought any like big Blu-ray sets at not MYE, FYE in a while because there's no need to. I've got shitloads. So yeah. All right, let's see here. Let me just let's see. First one, I'm going to put down Jason Voorhees. I finally rebought him. I already had him, and then I was dusting one day up there, and I moved him, I dusted, and as I put him back, I guess I didn't put him down like really sturdily, and he fell off the fucking shelf, fell behind my couch, and then his arm broke. Either his arm broke or his leg broke. I can't remember. So I had to throw him away, and then I had to rebuy him. Now I put him over there above the microwave. So yeah. So Jason Voorhees. Next, I'm gonna put Inspector Gadget. That's a good one. Let's see, what else? I'm looking up there. Alf. Alf's a good one. And then Michael Myers from Halloween 2018. And then Michael Myers from Halloween Returns. And then Michael from Halloween Ends. I've got them all. And then... Oh, I recently got Halloween 2. Halloween 2, Michael. You can tell he's one of my favorite characters. All right, number 8. The Terminator from Terminator 1. So, Terminator. The Terminator. It's most appropriate because I watched it. I watched this and this today, and then last night I focused on this Visions. I watched all the bonus features, and I watched the entire film. There's a shitload of bonus features, so get the Steelbook. If you like Mad Max, get the Steelbook, because there was a shitload of bonus features. They showed me like how they built all the cars, all the sets. They did not shoot it in Australia. They shot it in the desert of Africa, somewhere in Africa, and it looked hot. It looked hot. But you know, Mad Max, wearing that leather jacket, wearing that leather pants, whew, the wastelands must be hot. Because you wouldn't catch fears wearing leather jackets in a fucking desert. But it looks cool. It looks cool on film. But they must have sweated their ass off. Anyway. That's a NECA figure I need to get. I need to get Mad Max. They need to make a Mad Max NECA figure. I don't think they have yet. Let's see here. I need 2 more. Probably the Predator. The Predator is a good one. The Predator, and then I'm looking both over there and over there because now I have them in 2 sections. Probably, let's see, what's another good one? Probably Halloween 3, the kid with the pumpkin mask on. Halloween 3, pumpkin mask. Those are my 10. Those are my 10. All right. So, yeah. I need to use the restroom. I'll be right back. So, you just go ahead and study the rainforest. Get entranced by the rainforest, and I'll be right back. I'll be right back. There we are. Get sucked into the rainforest. No, I did not buy this when I ate at the rainforest. I found this at Goodwill. But I have ate at the rainforest. Not once, not twice, but I think 3 times. 3 times. I'll be right back. Oh, man. Oh, my Lord, I'm tired. Tired. Oh, man. All right. Oh, my Lord. I need more of this. Oh, man, I'm tired. Big shout out. This stream is dedicated to Mr. and Mrs. Dman. Thanks a lot. I do appreciate that gift. Cannot wait to see what Lord Visions has in store for me. Can't wait to see what Lord Walter White has in store for me. That's on the way. That's on the way. All right, let's see. What's next? Nothing but an old classic, The Terminator. Terminator review. Here we go. I've seen this 1,000 times, but I have not rated it until tonight in my my movie app. So I'm going to be doing that tonight before I go on to Lantern's show. By the way, where is Lantern? Usually Lantern is here. I haven't heard not a peep out of Lantern all day. So hopefully there's still a show tonight. I'm sure there is. Maybe he's just taking a nap or doing something. But normally Lantern's here. So shout out to Lantern wherever he is. All right. It definitely gets a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. I'm sure everyone has seen The Terminator, but if you haven't, where the hell have you been? It's such a good movie. It's an oldie, but a goodie. It definitely is. Arnold Schwarzenegger's kicking ass, and then I don't remember the guy's name that plays Kyle. What's his name? I can't remember the guy that plays Kyle Reese, but whoever that guy is, he's an amazing actor. And then Lyndall Hamilton, she plays a great Sarah Connor. And I think before she played Sarah Connor, she was in this television show called The Beast, I think, or Beauty and the Beast. It was like a television version of it. I remember watching it back in the day. I haven't got it. I would love to get it. And it was where a man looked like a beast and he lived in an underground cavern like in New York City or some shit like that. But yeah. Anyway. Probably the best scene. There's so many, I mean, every scene is good, but one of my favorite scenes is after the Terminator gets damaged, he goes back to, I guess he has some money and he rents an apartment or a hotel room or whatever you want to call it. And it doesn't really tell you if he gets an apartment or a hotel. It looks like a hotel, though. A hotel room. Where he got the money, I have no idea, but there it is. And you see him, he cuts a slit in his arm and he fixes his arm. And then he bandages his arm and then his eye gets damaged. And he scoops out his eyeball, pulls out his eyeball, throws it in some water, takes a washcloth and wipes out all the blood. And then he puts his glasses back on and goes on his merry way. So that's a great scene. Because it's half Arnold Schwarzenegger and then half like a puppet. And it's flawless. They kind of like mix it together. It's a great scene. It's a great scene. So I'm just gonna put his motel scene. Motel scene. And then probably another one is when Sarah Connor is running away from the Terminator. And he's in that big rig truck, and Kyle puts a bomb in the back of the truck, and he blows up the big rig. That's a great scene, too. So, big rig explosion scene. Very good. Great acting. Great sets. Great puppets / stop motion. And I still, I mean, even though it's super old, I still think the stop motion and the puppets hold up. I mean, it's getting a little outdated, but to me, it's still great. You know. Now they, with so much technology, they can do whatever they want now with the Terminator. I mean, they can go pretty much, I mean, pretty nuts whatever they want with it. But back in the day, in the 80s, they were very limited on their technology, and for having limited technology, and it was kind of a low budget movie, they were kicking ass and taking names, I gotta say. So yeah. Let's see what else. Great acting, great sets, great puppets, wonderful stop motion. 10 out of 10. What else? Great villain. Actually, I'm going to put down amazing villain. The Terminator is like one of the greatest villains on film. Ever. He's not the best villain, but he's one of the greatest villains. Because the Terminator can be a good guy or a bad guy, depending on how they reprogram him. In the first one, they program him to kill. In the second one, he's more of a protector, and the T-1000 is more the Terminator killer guy, you know? So he can be a protector or a killer. It just depends on what they want to do for the film. So amazing villain, though, in the first one. And I think Arnold Schwarzenegger, he barely has any lines. I think he has like 16 lines in the film. Let me look that up. I'm pretty sure it's either 16 or 20 lines. I'm pretty sure. I remember someone telling me it was like 16 lines. How many lines did Arnold Schwarzenegger have in The Terminator? Oh, I was so close. It says, in the original film, Arnold Schwarzenegger has 17 sentences in the 1984 film The Terminator. The movie also included 2 other lines with overdubbed voices. Arnold Schwarzenegger's most famous line from the film is, "I'll be back." The Terminator has Schwarzenegger... The Terminator was Schwarzenegger's breakout role and launched him into stardom. So, 17 lines of dialogue, according to Google. I was close. I knew it was somewhere around there. I knew it was something like that. So, yeah. Okay. That's cool. So, 17 lines on film. And for only having 17 lines, great fucking villain. Great villain. All right. Moving on. There we are. Visions, I'm going to save the best for last. I'm saving Mad Max for the end. I finally watched it, though. All right, here we go. Batman, another classic. There we are. Batman. It gets a 9 out of 10. There's a couple of flaws in it, but for the most part, it's pretty good. 9 out of 10. Great car. The Batmobile is fucking kicking ass and taking names. So, great vehicle. Great car. Great costume. I'll be honest, the Batcave in the first one, it needs a little work. I'd say my favorite version of the Batcave on film is in Batman Begins, when he's just starting out the Batcave. I like that one, and I like the Batcave where is it? Batman Forever. Batman Forever has one of the greatest Batcaves ever. And I like the Batcave in Batman vs. Superman. No! I knew that was going to happen. Fuck! But yeah. So, great Batcave in this one. Great Batcave in this one. So yeah. I like them both. But in the first one, the Batcave kind of needs work. Michael Keaton is great for Batman. So Michael Keaton, I'm going to put Michael Keaton has perfect performance. I'd say one of my favorite scenes is where those two guys are on the roof, and he's like, let's get out of here, man. I don't like it up here. And he's like, what, you afraid of heights? And he's like, I don't know. And then he's like, whatever heard of, I think his name is Jimmy. He goes, hey, Jimmy took a long walk off a roof. No big loss, man. And he goes, no, man. He goes, that's not what I heard. He goes, I heard the bat got him. He's like, the bat? Oh, man, come on. Give me a break. And then he's like, hey, there ain't no bat. And then the guy's like, yeah, but you shouldn't have turned the gun on that kid, man. You shouldn't have turned that gun on that kid. And he's like, hey, you want your cut of this money or not? Now shut up. Shut up. And then they look up, and then there's fucking Batman, and then fucking Batman kicks the shit out of the two guys. He grabs the one guy, throws it, like kicks him through a doorway. He goes flying through a doorway. Then he takes a batarang, grabs the other guy with the curly hair that told the other guy to shut up. And he's like, don't kill me, man. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. And then he goes, I'm not going to kill you. I want you to do me a big favor. I want you to tell all your friends about me. And he's like, what are you? And then he grabs him by the shirt and goes, I'm Batman. The classic line. I'm Batman. That scene, so I'm going to put down the rooftop scene is probably my favorite scene out of the whole film. That whole sequence, it's fucking perfect. It's perfect. Perfect scene. So, rooftop scene. If I had to pick a second favorite, let's see. There's so many good scenes in it. I love Jack Nicholson as the Joker. Probably one of my favorite Jokers. It's not my favorite. He's one of my... I'd say my favorite Joker is probably... There's so many good Jokers. I'd say the 1969 Joker, Caesar, whatever his name was. His name was Caesar something. He's my favorite. He was so clowny, and he would not shave his mustache. Like, I've watched all the behind the scenes, and he said... I don't mind playing the Joker. I don't mind being goofy, but he goes, I'm not shaving my mustache. I love my mustache. They're just going to paint the white makeup over my mustache. So he would not get rid of it. I mean, fair enough. If you want to keep your mustache, keep your mustache. There you are. It is a nice mustache. I'd say he's my favorite Joker, and then probably Jack Nicholson would be next. I mean, I like all the Jokers, but those are like kind of like my two favorite. If I had to pick a second favorite scene, probably when the Joker becomes the Joker and he gets dropped in the vat of that green like acid chemical or whatever the fuck it is. So the chemical drop scene where Batman drops him into the vat of chemicals. Chemical drop scene. Let's see here. Let's see. What's my favorite gadget? It's either the Batarang in the first one. He doesn't have too many gadgets in the first one. He has a lot of gadgets in Part 2 and Part 3. I would say the Batarang. The Batarang's a classic. The Batarang is always good. Batarang, and then I'm going to put down great hero, great villains, because the Joker is a great villain. One of my favorite villains. And Batman, I mean, you can't go wrong with Batman. So, great hero. But see, Batman can be an anti-hero and a hero. Kind of like the Punisher. The Punisher, he is a hero because he saves people, but he's an anti-hero because he kills people, the Punisher. Batman has killed people. So Batman can be a hero because he saves people, but he also kills people. So he's both. And he has that great duality about the character. He's got a good side, he's got a bad side, because every human has got a good side and a bad side. Just some humans have more of a bad side than a good side, you know? Because you guys have seen me at my best, and you guys have seen me at my worst. You guys have seen Fears happy, and you guys have seen me pissed off. You guys have seen me sad. You guys have seen me happy, you know? So there it is. So great villains in the movie. Great heroes. Vision says, Mark Hamill, 100%. Ha 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 ha! You're thinking of Star Wars, Visions. Star Wars. Luke Skywalker, may the Force be with you. We're talking about Batman. What the hell are you talking about? Mark Hamill is not Batman. Zero Batman on Mark Hamill. You know what I'm saying? We're talking Batman. Now, he did do a good Joker. I'll give you that. I think that's where you were going with it. He did do a good Joker. There's a video online. I don't remember how I found it. I think I just randomly found it one day on YouTube, where the girl that portrays Harley Quinn's voice from the cartoon, she's sitting on Mark Hamill's lap, and she says, "Hi, Puddin', how are you?" And he goes, "Oh, Harley." He goes, You're the most beautiful toy in my box," or some shit like that. And I fucking lost my mind. So yeah. She's like, "Hi, Puddin', how are you?" And she goes, "Hi." Let me see if I can find it. And he's like, "Oh, Harley, you're the finest toy in my toy chest," or some shit like that. I can't remember what he says. So let me see if I can find the YouTube video. I found it randomly like years ago. I think like Mark Hamill was like in the recording studio, and so was that girl that portrays her voice, and I can't remember. I can't fucking remember, but I'll try to find it. Let's see. Mark Hamill. And Harley Quinn. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, there it is. There it is. I think this is it. Let's see. Mark Hamill and Tara Strong, the Joker, and Harley Quinn. Yeah, here it is. I don't know how I found this, but I guess they were just joking around, and I guess they were recording lines, and he's like, "Oh, Holly, you're the most beautiful toy in my box," or some shit like that. Listen to this. Hang on. This is great.
Hi, sweetie.
Oh, Harley, you're the sweetest tool in my box.
Puddin'.
I love it.
Hi, sweetie.
Oh, Harley, you're the sweetest tool in my box.
Puddin'.
Hi, sweetie.
Oh,
Harley,
Holly.
you're the sweetest tool in my box.
Puddin'.
I mean, that's spot on. That's good. It's really good. Oh, Holly, you're the sweetest in my box. Yeah. I can't do it as good as Mark Hamill, but it's pretty cool, Visions, that Mark Hamill can be fucking Luke Skywalker, right? You know, one of the most badass motherfuckers in the galaxy, and one of the greatest villains, well, one of the greatest Batman villains of all time. Speaking of Batman, let me grab something real quick. Hang on. God, this thing keeps falling down. What the hell? Stay there, you motherfucker. There we are. Speaking of villains, Mark Hamill, I believe, is in this. I believe he's in this, which still has the plastic on it. I still need to watch this. I watch this all the time when I was getting... I believe I got this new at Walmart. I saw it. And thank God I didn't buy it twice, because a few times I get impulsive, like this I bought twice. I bought it once on DVD, and Visions, you said you saw it at your Walmart, this. And then I gave the DVD to Randall, I believe. And then I found them all on Blu-ray and 4K, and I was like, well, that's a better deal. I'm going to get all of the old kick-ass monsters on Blu-ray and 4K. I still haven't opened up this bad boy yet. Yeah, I'm going to, though. It's on the to-do list. So, yeah. Because there's like, how many movies are in this? Like 30 or 40 movies. Oh, 30. All 30 classic monster films in high quality HD. Hell yeah. I wouldn't have it any other way. I would not have it any other way. Motherfucker. So yeah, I do plan... You fucking son of a bitch. Why the fuck does this keep falling down? Stay! Anyway. I do plan on but yeah, I think Mark Hamill's in this. I'm pretty sure. It's been a while since I've seen these, but I believe Mark Hamill is in this one. If he's not in this one, then they made another Batman cartoon series after this, and he's in that one. I just don't remember which one. I believe it's in this one. But oh man, picture of little Fears, 9, 8 years old, sitting in front of the TV. Oh yeah, watching this. All day, every day. A little bit of Batman, the animated series. Oh man, I cannot wait to start this. I'm going to put this right up here. Oh yeah. There we are. So that's my review of Batman. But, yeah. Oh, N4 says, BUNG! There it is. Vision says, best Joker. He is good. I'll be honest, Visions. He is good. He's not my favorite. I'd say Caesar. Caesar's my favorite from the 1969 Batman series. I should have grabbed that and put that up there. That's over there. I forgot to grab that. But I just grabbed a whole bunch of Batman since I was reviewing this one. So, yeah. There. Anyway. So, yeah. But, yeah, it gets a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. All right. Here's what we've all been waiting for. Mad Max. Ho, 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 ho. Without a doubt, this movie has probably the most explosions in it out of all of them. So, Mad Max, Fury Road, best scene is at the end where that skinhead flips the truck and there's this small opening. There's like a canyon on one side, a canyon on the other side, and there's a very narrow gap. He twists the wheel, flips the fucking tanker truck, slides in, the whole fucking tanker explodes at the very end of the film. So tanker truck is without a doubt one of my favorite scenes. So, tanker truck. Flip explosion scene. Great vehicles. Great cars. Great acting. Great acting. Most of the cast was Australian, because you can't do a Mad Max film and have American actors. There was some American actors, but most of them were Australian actors. Most. Tom Hardy did a great job passing the torch, of Mad Max. And I watched all the behind-the-scenes visions, and he said he never wanted to replace Mel Gibson. He said nobody can replace Mel Gibson. He said he called Mel Gibson up and he said, I have to have lunch with you. Mel Gibson said, look, I'm getting too old. I'm more than happy to pass the torch on to you. He passed the torch. And he said, do with it what you will. And Mel Gibson was so fucking cool. He's like, I can't wait to see your performance. And boy, did Tom Hardy do a good job. Plus, Tom Hardy, he's got like he's a real man's man type of actor. Like, I would not want to fuck with him, man. Like, if you tried to pick a fight with him, you would get your ass kicked and then some. So, great performance. I'm going to put down great performance as Mad Max. So, great performance as Mad Max. And basically the story is, it's still a shit garbage dystopian society. Nothing has gotten better. You would think things would get better. Not really. They're still fighting over water and oil, still living off of scraps. They're still in the fucking desert. They filmed it in the African desert. That was one thing that kind of irked me, Visions. If you're gonna film a Mad Max video, you gotta film it in Australia, man, because Australia's got some deserts too. You know, they created Mad Max in Australia. They've shot all the others in Australia. I hope they shot Furiosa in Australia. But, I mean, I'm nitpicking at this point, because you can't tell, you know, the deserts of Africa to the deserts of Australia. I mean, a desert's a desert, you know, but, you know, it was made by an Australian director, you know, the original. It was made by Australian actors, Australian crew. You got to keep that Australian, you know, theme going, man. So I wish they would have shot it in the Australian desert, but it was still good. I still enjoyed it. It definitely gets a 10 out of 10. It's perfect. There are so many explosions in this fucking movie. It probably has the most explosions of any Mad Max film. I don't know if Furiosa is going to top this, Visions. It could. I haven't watched it yet. But, I mean, look at the back cover. There's already fucking explosions. Look, explosions there, explosions in the back. There's fucking explosions right here. I mean, there's explosions all over this fucking movie. So, 10 out of 10. I highly, 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 highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. And essentially at the start of the film, Mad Max, you know, he's still kind of wandering the desert. He's still trying to find himself. He's trying to figure out a plan. And then very quickly, another thing I didn't like, Visions, is they destroy his Mad Max car like 5 minutes into the film. I was like, no, fuck. His car is amazing. So he gets in his car and all these like bad guys start chasing him. And his car gets flipped. It gets destroyed. They kind of abduct him and bring him kind of to this society where this general guy. So the general has kind of brought society back a little bit. You see them growing crops. There's water in this society. He's making almost all the females produce breast milk, and they're trying to repopulate the planet and all that. So there's society has kind of came back, but the general is doing it kind of like in a very sadistic way, you know? And they take Mad Max's blood and they pump his blood into other of these like skinhead guys that like are in charge, or not in charge, that rule over this, like, they rule under the general guy. And finally, Furiosa and these other girls get sick of working for the general guy, so they decide to look for this place called the Green Place, and she was born there. So they finally say, hey, General, fuck you, we're out of here. So Mad Max escapes, helps them, and when they finally get to the Green Place is all dried up. There's only a couple of trees left. And Furiosa meets up with like some of her family and friends and said, well, the trees were here, but then we had a bunch of storms, and it got all dried up, and we had to move. All the soil was poisoned, and like we couldn't grow any crops, so she was like, well, fuck, what the hell are we going to do now? So they start roaming around, and then Mad Max comes up with a plan, and he says, well, just because this is dead, he goes, you know where your utopian needs to be? He goes, we need to backtrack and go back to that place where the general was. Take out the general, and that'll be your new utopian society. So they come up with a plan, and they basically take down the general and all of his fucking like little minions. And it kind of ends good. I mean, they're still in the shit, but there's a glimmer of hope. They take down the general, and then when they get back, all these skinheads are like, who are you? Identify yourself. And he just says, like, hey, I'm Max, and then everyone's like, oh God, Furiosa's back, and then everyone's cheering, and yeah. So I liked it. A lot of explosions, the fucking vehicles. I'd say one of the best scenes is when the general guy with the he's got like some lung problems, so he's got these things growing on his back, so he's got some health issues. He wears this kind of gas mask that gives him like clear air or whatever. He hits this bump, and he's in this fucking like Bigfoot rig with these massive fucking tires. Hits this fucking pound of dirt. He goes flying through the air. And I'm telling you, Visions, I paused it. That monster truck looks like he's 20 feet off the ground, maybe 30 feet. And he's just like getting tons of air. And I don't know how many seconds he's in the air for. I'd say maybe 5, 6. But he's flying through the air. And he's got to be, when he hits that mound, like I think he hits like a mound of dirt or a rock or something, a big boulder or whatever. He goes flying through the air, and I said, he's got to be, that car with the Bigfoot tires has to be 20 feet off the ground, 30 feet. I mean, he's really, like, he's high in the air, and I paused it, and I was like, damn. And they did that for real. And they said there's no CGI. They said there's a little bit of CGI in the film, but they said when it comes to the cars and all the jumps, they said we did all that for real, and they're driving like at 130, 140 miles an hour, just because that's what Mad Max is about. It's all about wastelands and kick-ass cars driving through the fucking desert. You know, eventually, one of these days, they're going to run out of oil and gas. Eventually. They haven't yet, but eventually. Anyway, that's one of my favorite scenes, when they did that fucking jump. So I'm going to put that down. So, I'm sorry, I already put one. I'd say that's my second. My first favorite scene was the tanker truck flip explosion, and then the Bigfoot jump. So, Bigfoot truck jump. I'm telling you, he's like 20, 30 feet off the fucking ground. I'm not even kidding. I wish I could show it to you guys. But there's his car. Really, you only see the Mad Max car for, like, you see it at the very beginning and it gets destroyed, and then the bad guys grab it and they rebuild it after it got destroyed, and then Mad Max is like, that's my car! That's my car. So, but he never gets his car back. You know, hopefully he gets his car back, or he finds another one of his cars in Furiosa, because I know Furiosa is before this, but hopefully when they make a sequel to this buddy, hopefully he gets his car back, because you can't have Mad Max without his fucking great car, man. You know what I'm saying? But they destroyed his car like 5 minutes in. I was like, no. But anyway, besides that, and besides the bad guys like revamping it, the revamp does look cool though. But the bad guys have it. And then Mad Max gets his leather jacket stolen from some skinhead. He finally gets his leather jacket back. And he's like, give me that jacket. That's my jacket. So Not only does he get his leather jacket stolen, he gets it back, but then they steal his car after they destroyed it, and then they rebuilt it and shit. So, I hope in the sequel to this, because you know they're going to make a sequel at some point, he better get his car back, damn it. I'm telling you. So, Bigfoot truck jump scene, and it gets a 10 out of 10, and man, it was gasoline, adrenaline fuel all the way through. It keeps you on pins and needles all the way through. It was good. It was a good watch. I may rewatch it again this weekend because it was that fucking good. So, definitely good. Sorry it took so long to get around to finishing it, but Walter, you were not kidding. Walter the other day in the chat said, Fears, it's a good one. He was not kidding. A+. A+. Now I know why this is your favorite, Visions, because you said the other day this is your favorite one. I'd say this is my second favorite one. I'd say my first one would definitely be Road Warrior, the sequel to Mad Max. The first Mad Max is great. Don't get me wrong, I love the first Mad Max. Road Warrior, the sequel, is my favorite. It would go Road Warrior, then this, then the original Mad Max, then Thunderdome, and then I have to watch Furiosa, and then we'll see where Furiosa ends up. And I know Chris Hemsworth is in that, the guy that plays Thor. I know he plays like some wasteland villain in Furiosa, so I'm looking forward to that. I am looking forward to that. So yeah. Visions gives it a triple thumbs up. Hell yeah, buddy. Well, if this had I don't know if anyone can top this. We'll see if Furiosa can top it, because there is so many bad guys die in this, so many explosions, going nuts, going fucking ballistic. I can't wait for Furiosa. I'm gonna have to pick through all this. Furiosa's somewhere in here. I don't know where. It's in here somewhere. I'm looking forward to watching it. So hell yeah. I'm running out of room. There we are. It was good. So yeah. Oh yeah. So yeah. Is it? Well, I'm almost done. I'm not going to turn on my TV. What about Punk's 1998 guest starring Henry Winkler? I don't know what Punk's is. Let me look it up. I don't know what that is. Punk's 1998. I don't know. I've never heard of that. Hang on, let me look it up. Excuse me for a second. My nose, every once in a while, is stuffy. I still got a tiny bit of a cold, but I'm well enough to go to work. But I got to take some more of that phlegm mucus reliever that I suggested the other day. But man, I still got a runny nose. Let's see, what's Punk's? Punk's. Let me go to YouTube. Punk's 1998. I don't know what that is. Let's see, Punk's 1998. Oh, it's got, wait, I've seen this before. It's got Matthew Lillard in it. Yeah, I've seen this. I just haven't seen it in a long time. Yeah, I know what this is. Yeah. It's been a minute, though. It's been a minute since I've seen it. It's definitely on my to-do list. Yeah, I've seen this before. Mm-hmm. Yep. I definitely will add it to the list. It's been a while. It's been a minute since I've seen this. I kind of forgot about this film. But yeah. Don't get me wrong, Matthew Lillard is a great actor. I would love to meet him him and Clint Howard at MegaCon, but I'm telling you, it costs a fucking arm and a leg to meet these people. MegaCon is without a doubt the biggest con I've ever went to, that I'm going to go to. But man, it's not cheap. Whew. It's going to be like almost $100, almost, to meet Clint Howard. But he's such a horror icon, and he's been in Star Trek a bunch of times, not just once, a bunch. So it'll be worth it. So yeah. So there it is. I got Mad Max down there. Let me just, there we are. So I got Terminator, Batman, and then Mad Max, Fury Road. Vision says, thanks for reviewing it. Hey, no worries, buddy. I'm sorry that it took a long time, but, you know, we got it. Let's see. I'm watching it now. I got it streaming with a bunch of weird old movies on it. Okay. 7-day free trial. Oh, nice. Cool. Well, I'll probably see you, Bukaki, and Visions later on Lantern's stream. I haven't heard from Lantern all night, though, so I don't know if he's going to do one tonight. Because normally he's in the chat, and I have not seen, I haven't seen him once in the chat, but there you are. Alrighty. Well, to sum everything up, we're going to do the last top 10, and then I need to get a shower, I need to get something to eat, and I need to do some editing, and then I got some movies to watch for tomorrow. So there we are. Alright, the top 10 things I like about Ghostbusters. There it is. Top 10 Ghostbuster likes. I like the actors in it. The movie props are going fucking ballistic in all the Ghostbuster films. It's not just one prop out of one film and one prop out of another. Just like all the props out of Ghostbusters 1, 2, the 2016 one, Afterlife, Frozen Empire, they're all good. So movie props. Slimer, he's always a good one. I've got a jar of green slime, actually 3 bottles now of green slime over there on the movie prop shelf that I got at a bunch of conventions. I got some Slimer slime in a jar right over there. Stay Puft, that's always a good one. Stay Puft. That's another good ghost. I would say Slimer's first, then Stay Puft. The Librarian Ghost is always a good one. And then I like the sinking of the Titanic in number 2, where somebody calls up and says the Titanic finally arrived in New York, and you see the ghost ship of Titanic and all of its passengers getting off the Titanic, and there's this big-ass hole in the Titanic, and it's docked at the New York dock. That's another one of my favorite ghosts out of the whole film franchise. So Titanic Ghost. Vigo the Carpathian. Let's see, what else? I would say, let's see here. Lantern is probably deep in a belly button right now. No time for YouTube. I mean, he does like those belly button videos. I'll give you that. I think Museum corrupted his brain. Like, did Lantern always like belly button videos, or did Museum get him into liking belly button videos? That's the question. Because we all know that Museum is into some weird, kooky shit. I mean, for Christ's sake, he's got a whole book on women's underwear. I don't know why. He just does. He just does. I asked him, and he says, "Why don't you, Fears?" And I was like, I don't know. I have no idea. So did Museum get Lantern into the Belly Button videos, or was Lantern already into Belly Button videos? I got to ask him that tonight. So we'll find out. We'll find out. All right. Let's see. Probably the Ecto-1 is without a doubt one of the greatest movie cars of all time. The Ecto-1. And then in number 2, it's the Ecto-1A. And I've never been by the Ecto-1A, but me and Eric were like that close. There's a replica of it in that Desertland movie car museum that I took Eric to down in Orlando. And you think it's big on film. I was standing right next to it. I looked inside. I've got footage of it. That fucker is huge. I would love to drive it, though. I would love to drive it. Let's see. Bukaki says, who knows, maybe Lantern got Museum into Belly Button videos. He's tricky like that. That's true. That's very true. I never thought about that, Bukaki. You make a very good point. A very good point. All right, let's see here. Probably Ray Stantz is without a doubt my favorite Ghostbuster. So Ray Stantz. For number 9, I'm going to put the Ghostbuster toys is without a doubt my favorite toys as a kid and as an adult. I still have my original. It's in the box. I think my mom kept the box, but my mom kept all my Ghostbuster toys because I told her she's never allowed to get rid of those toys. I have all my original my real Ghostbuster toys and all my original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle toys. If I ever have a son, he's going to get all those toys. If I never have a son, then I'm going to sell them on eBay for a shitload of money one day, like when I'm 70 or 80, and that'll be my retirement fund. Hell yeah. I have my original Ghostbuster Firehouse. That is the greatest toy ever made. Ever. So Ghostbuster Toys is number 9. And then number 10, probably the zombie ghost that's only on film for like 10 seconds in Ghostbusters 1. Zombie ghost. There we are. That's all I got for you guys today. But I will see you guys tomorrow. There we are. Anyway, before I go, I just want to give another personal shout out to Dman and his wonderful wife. Thank you guys very much for the gift. And Randall thanks you guys. On behalf of Randall, we both thank you. I will make sure, Dman, that Randall gets his gift. I'll probably go and visit him after MegaCon. But either tomorrow or the next day after work, I'm going to go buy some more hooks. And I'll get it on the wall just ASAP. Oh, yeah. And then I'll show you guys on stream that I put it up. But D-Man, thank you very much. And Mrs. D-Man, very nice to meet you. And keep sending that fan mail. I want to read your guys' fan letters. Keep sending those unboxings. I'll unbox whatever you guys want me to unbox within reason. Don't be sending me body parts and shit like that. Anyway, Fears loves you guys. Fears cares about you guys. And again, thank you so much, D-Man, from the bottom of my heart. That was awesome. That was a very awesome gift. Anyway, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to Fears at FearsMan26, the main channel. Fears Vlogs is channel number 2. Subscribe to the Sega Camp Gamer and Wear Camp on YouTube. And follow him on Twitch at the Sega Camp Gamer 22. Follow D-Man on YouTube. Mr. D-Man. D-Man. D-Man it up with those squirrel videos. D-Man it up with those vegetable garden videos. Hell yeah. D-Man, I also like that video where I guess it was you and your wife, you were exploring that that old cabin, like way out in the woods or something. That was a cool video too. Check out my buddy, Heroes and Villains Collectibles, on YouTube, on Twitch, on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, going nuts. And last, but certainly not least, follow Randall, Lord Randall, Cameo Man 2021, and his second channel, The Mayor of Magic. Fears loves you guys. Fears cares about you guys. And this is Fears, signing off. Peace, deuces, and I'll see you guys later. Peace!